Hey everybody, here at Wat Unalom Pagoda. This is actually a fucking great place, and if you guys see where I'm at here, sorry, if you see where I am, pardon me. Got the riverside right here. Got the riverside. That's where Pink Elephant is. That's where I get my happy shake. But anyways, yeah, man, I just thought I'd make a quick little video. I got an email. Dude, this morning, man, I watched, what was it? I think it was like a UFC fight night. And it was Donald Cerrone versus Jorge Masvidal. And I actually watched the card with my mother this morning. It was actually pretty cool. And I'm actually pretty lucky that my mom is cool enough to watch the fights with me. And anyways, I got a little sidetracked there. She was pretty fucking sexy, that girl walking by. Goddamn. And every single fight was a finish, man. Today's fight card was fantastic. I recall Andre Arlovski fought this dude named Francis Ngannou, and this guy Francis Ngannou, he's this dude from Cameroon, but comes from France, I guess, and he's like this new up-and-coming heavyweight, Andre Arlovski, just like a lot of them, man. Like BJ Penn did the same shit. Like, he's an old veteran who used to be amazing, but his time is over, and he's fighting these new up-and-comers, man. They're just getting destroyed. Like, you saw what Yair Rodriguez did to BJ Penn. Andre Arlovski, his last 3 fights before this one, I think he got knocked out, like all of them, and pretty badly too. And then he gets knocked out again by Francis Ngannou. So Andre Arlovski needs to stop fighting, man. Joe Rogan needs to have a talk with that motherfucker and sit him down. But I know how it is, man. Like, some of these guys, like that's their identity. Like, that's their identity, is that of a fighter. So it's hard to accept that run might be over, even if it's as obvious as getting knocked out 4 times in a row. So anyways, man, I have an email. I have an email, everybody. Hold on. By the way, I've been getting some comments about the quality of my videos. Like, not so much that they're black and white, but just like the actual quality, like the picture quality. So I figured what that was, it's actually because I've been converting my video files to an MV4 file, so they upload to the internet quicker. So I'm gonna actually stop doing that and just find a new way to do it, because I don't like having to go to coffee shops and shit, and like having to sit there, because you know, I got to spend money on the coffee, got to deal with the shitty customer service here in Cambodia. So I digress. Let me get to the man's email. Make sure I got enough light on me here. Come on, Scott. I'm so unprofessional, dude. I didn't even have the shit pulled up. All right, here we go. Few questions on marijuana in Cambodia. What's up, No Joke? I'm a medical marijuana grower from Boston, inspired by your videos. Awesome, dude. The United States pretty much sucks ass. This country isn't what it used to be. Seriously thinking of moving there to collect marijuana seeds from Cambodia, Thailand, and Vietnam. Do you know the laws on marijuana growing there? Can I make a living selling medical grade marijuana where you live? Thanks. Keep up the good work on your vids. Geo Fiasco. Alright, so this guy's a medical marijuana grower from Boston. That is fucking awesome, dude. You're the first, well, I've had a few, I've actually met several people that want to come out there, and they've asked me the same thing about like coming out here to grow pot and trying to sell it. But the thing is like, if you're gonna move out here and grow pot and sell it and think that you're gonna make like a good living on it, you're probably not, unless you sell other drugs or unless you sell some good ass shit. This guy Gio's talking about selling like medical grade, so it would be very strong. Now, Gio, as far as I know, man, and I'm like 99.9% certain that you're not allowed to come here and just start growing pot. Now, I know a long time ago in Cambodia, like maybe like a decade ago or even longer, pot was kind of like okay to have. Like, I've talked to people who have been here for 10 years plus, and they say that you could go to certain markets and just buy like a trash bag full of weed. You know, you just buy it by the kilo, which is pretty fucking crazy. But I guess what happened is the police kind of saw that so many foreigners were, you know, smoking pot and selling it or whatever, so they figured, well, we're just gonna make it illegal now so we can get money from them, just like the United States does. You know, just like any other country that makes drugs illegal. They do it so they can make money by arrest, not because pot is actually bad for society. And yeah, man, like, if you do want to come here and you do want to be a pot grower, obviously you would want to stand out by growing the best pot and selling for a good price. So for example, a bag of mid-grade weed around here, like just regular old, like, I guess you could call it couch weed, It's not skunk weed, but it's like couch weed. It's like indica. It's green. It has some little orange hairs on it, some trichomes, but it's not like it's not like fucking like Dankenstein or whatever that shit is. They make the funniest names, the bride of Dankenstein, Purple Kush, all that type of stuff. That's yeah, but the good shit like the skunk weed, the stuff that's like medical grade, can go up to, it's like in certain countries in Asia, man, like in Taiwan, a bag of that shit for like 10 grams is $300. But here in Cambodia, I think that a quarter ounce, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I had a buddy who got a quarter ounce of some dank, and it was like 105. It was like $105, man. So the shit is not cheap here if it's dank. And you're gonna have tons of tuk-tuk drivers telling you they got the best shit, telling you it's skunk, but it's clearly not. It's all the same bullshit. I even had a buddy. He the same guy who had the quarter of the good stuff. His marijuana growing operation idea was he was going to get a shipping container, the type that are on like a ship to ship goods across the ocean. He was gonna buy one of those for $1,500. Bury it under the ground, and then have a grow house lab in there, like an underground grow house. Now, how he was going to manage to purchase this shipping container and have the whole dog and all this type of shit and have the lab set up without being caught by the police, because that's another thing too, sir, George. If you are going to be coming out here to be involved in marijuana growing, which is illegal, you should not be doing that.
It's against the law, sir. Code 4, level 6, 5X-C1 violation.
So, if you're gonna come out here and do this, don't get involved with the Khmer people. Don't come here as a foreigner and get involved with the locals in any kind of illegal activity. That is my advice to you. So, if you want to be a drug dealer of any fashion, if you want to be a fucking hitman or a thief or an internet scammer or any kind of criminal, I would suggest you either stick with other foreigners, stick with yourself, but for sure don't get involved with the Khmer. Why do I say that? Because I guarantee that if it's between them and you, they're gonna sell you out. They'll always take their own people, and if they got a foreigner on, that's working with them, all they have to do is fucking sell you down the river to make some money or to get the cops off their back, man. So definitely stay solo or stick with other foreigners, man. Yeah, and like it's legal to eat. Like I just had a 5X Happy Shake. Like I just had it maybe 20 minutes ago, and I'm feeling pretty nice right now. But it's illegal to smoke it and sell it, even though they do everywhere here. But it's still illegal, especially if you're a foreigner. Don't get caught. And if you do with a small amount, you can of course just pay a bribe. Yeah, man. So if you're gonna come out here and grow pot, not that I'm the expert, I'd imagine that you would want to. Not tell too many people. I would keep that shit quiet. Now, I know I'm making a video on it right now, but nobody knows this guy's real name or anything. I mean, he didn't give me his real name, I'm sure. And if he did, he can just fucking lie about it. But yeah, man, it would definitely be nice to have some dank-ass weed out here, especially for a better price. What I do, because I don't feel like smoking the weed here is that strong, is, like I've said, I make weed butter, and I'm actually about to make some today. What I do is I take a fresh bag of weed, I take some grass-fed butter, I make the butter in the pot, I let it harden up, and then I put it in my coffee, I cook my food with it, and it keeps me rolling nice all day long, man. So I can only imagine if we had some medical grade marijuana out here, we could have some serious edibles out here, dude. Now, like I said, like smoking it is illegal, but eating it is not. So if you could somehow, George, or whatever the fuck your name is, dude, get into edible making, like, because that might not be as illegal. Like there might be a way around that, man. It's what's crazy is, like, I have all these friends here who are big into psychedelic therapy and like big into pot and everything, and people want to try to bring like ketamine therapy. How things like ketamine, like small doses of ketamine, can actually help a lot of people with depression. And I think that if Cambodia would open up a little bit, that they could even make money on the shit as a country. Like if because I know that before the Khmer Rouge, man, Cambodia was actually a pretty psychedelic country. Like if you look at some of the old footage of the people back in the 60s and 70s, like they had all that psychedelic, that art, the music and everything, and then Pol Pot and them killed all those motherfuckers, man. So imagine what Cambodia would have been like if the Khmer Rouge had never existed, and those people, those open-minded, intellectual, artistic type of people that were open to drug use, that were open to psychedelic therapy and all these different ways of like hacking the brain, instead of them being killed off, then I think that Cambodia would have been a lot more progressive country. I don't know, man. So I guess they're going to have to play catch up, but I think that eventually Cambodia, just like a lot of other countries, hopefully will see that there is a benefit to having drugs, certain drugs legal, and if they're in the right hands, like the hands of scientists and people who actually know how to make them pure and good and have less side effects and everything, that drugs could actually improve society. And I believe it could, especially things like psychedelics. Anyways, this video is actually about 10.5 minutes now, which for me lately has been a pretty short. It's actually pretty short because my shit's been about 18 minutes, man. I see this fat, you see this fat ass girl right behind me right there. I see her fucking laughing at me, man, because she knows who I am, and that hurts my feelings. I don't know if she's laughing at me or not. She might just be smiling because she thinks I'm sexy. Anyways, guys, all my social media contacts will be in the description box below. I appreciate all my fans watching. Shout out to all the haters. Shout out to all the lovers out there, man. I'm No Joe Coward. Peace.